Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of What's for Dinner. On this channel, we focus on quick and affordable meals, emergency pantry readiness, and juicing to help in our areas of health. On today, we will create another wonderful meal. We will prepare vegan lasagna. If you are a pasta lover like myself, if you love Italian food like Savvy Sab, this dish was sure to please. So, in order to prepare this meal, of course, we need some great and awesome ingredients, such as these. Today, I'm working with lasagna. I have some, not shiitake, but some portabella mushrooms. I have some mushroom pasta sauce. I have some dairy-free cheese from Kaale Creamery, as well as mucha. I have some plant-based butter. I have a couple of peppers. I love red and green peppers, garlic, tomatoes. I even have some zucchini today. And today I'll be working with this new product. It's called ground beef, but of course it's meatless. But let's get into that zucchini though. Yes, we're going to work with a zucchini today to add more flavor and texture to this dish, along with our onions and things. But this product today, I'm very anxious to see how it's going to hold up with our dish today. So, outside of your norm of onions and garlic, these will be the items that we would need to make this dish come together. And of course, we will be working with our fresh tomatoes. Onions, of course, but let's get started. So to an all skillet, guys, we're going to go ahead on and bring these veggies into the skillet. A nice hot oil skillet makes for a good foundation for your veggies, along with some garlic. We're going to saute these onions and veggies down until they get really soft. Next, we're going to go ahead on and get into it with some seasoning. I have some garlic and pepper seasoning. And yes, it's going to seem like I'm being very heavy-handed with it, but I'm not, I assure you. Well, next, we're going to have some ground paprika because I didn't have any more smoked paprika. And then we're going to get into some onion powder and some garlic powder. Yes. And of course, all of these items, the ingredients, as well as these seasonings I'm using will be listed in the description box. I'm going in, guys, with some turmeric. Turmeric and some cumin will be great for this dish. As we know that turmeric by itself is good for inflammation, but it also brings the richness of your meal together. I also have some Creole seasoning because I just have to have that Creole kick, guys. I know it's Italian, but I still have to add a little bit of the Creole kick in there. Okay? And at the end, we're just going to add a little bit of salt to bring everything together. And we're going to give this a really great stir. And we're going to get these items stirred up and start to be acclimated and the aromatic going in our house, the aromatics. And I'm going to add in a little bit of broth just to kind of wet our whistle and get everything accommodated into the skillet. Yes, I am loving this already. If you all could just smell these veggies. Oh my God. Yes, we're looking good and we're cooking with oil. So next it's time, as they're softening up, we're going to go ahead and add in our meat. Like I said, today is my first day adding in this meat texture, guys. I've never used this. I normally use like mushrooms. I've used tofu before, but I'm so anxious to try this today. But already, I love the way that it looks. I love the way that it's coming into the skillet and marinating with everything else. So I'm super duper excited just to see the colors. And again, I'm going to add that broth in there so we can wet everything and get it accumulated in the skillet. And we don't want the texture and the mixture to dry out. So yes, just loving the mushrooms, just loving how the colors look in this skillet. Yes. If I'm not in love with anything else, I'm already in love with just the meat and the veggies. Oh my God, guys, this is awesome. So what would be a dish if I didn't add in some freshness into the dish? So today our fresh vegetable is going to be tomatoes. I've cut up some tomatoes and diced them. Yes, of course, you can buy them with your can or whatever, but I've just I've cut up some tomatoes myself. But I'm going to go ahead on now, and I'm going to add in this mushroom pasta. It's a mushroom pasta sauce. I bought it at my local Walmart. It was like $1.50. And of course, there's other variety to choose from, but I just love the mushroom. You know, I told you guys, I love mushrooms. Savvy Sab love her mushrooms. Yes, and I love the richness, guys, of this pasta sauce and how it's just sitting on that meat. The meat and the veggies are coming together, and they're just sitting and dwelling together. And that's a really good look. I'm really, really loving what I see in this skillet. Meanwhile, I have already put on my pasta, my lasagna noodles. I've already put on the pasta noodles to begin boiling. I added in a little bit more. And then once I get through adding in all of my sauce, and I'm going to add a little bit more stock as well, I'm going to let this, guys, after this great stir, I'm going to let this simmer for about 15 minutes. And I'll be stirring in between just so that nothing sticks or gets, just stick. I want it to remain a little loose in the skillet. Yes. Whew. I am loving this. Guys, be sure you're giving this video a thumbs up. Look at this. Look at the colors. Are y'all looking at what I'm looking at? Are y'all feeling what I'm feeling already? Yes. It's just sauce. It's the sauce for me. So let's go ahead on and put those tomatoes in there. We're at the end, so I'm going to go ahead and add the fresh tomatoes in there before we start to bring everything together. Woo! Yes, too excited, guys. I am too excited. Yes, and feel free. Like I said, you could add in more sauce if you want to, but I'm going to reserve the rest of my sauce to when I start putting it together, and then I'll add sauce while I'm assembling it. I just love what I see right here. I'm going to continue to let it simmer, and then now I'm going to go ahead on and assemble it for you guys. I've put some sauce on the bottom, and I've put in some meat mixture already. I'm working with these two cheeses here, some cheddar and some mozzarella, and here's their reserved sauce. And basically here are my pasta noodles. They're about ready. I didn't let them get ready all the way because I'm going to allow them to finish cooking in the oven. But it's time to assemble this joint. Let's just assemble this. Let's get this going. Yes. So we're just going to spread out about 3 or 4 of our pieces of pasta here, and we're gonna work in layers. So I put the meat and the sauce on the bottom. I'm putting in now some pasta, and I'm gonna spread that across, and it may overlap because this is a small casserole dish, but I like what I'm working with. It's just me actually that's going to eat. I assume sometimes my kids will see that I'm making something and it's vegan or whatever, and they'll try it. So they may try it, but if I'm still going to make this small dish, okay? So next we're going to go in and we're going to put just a little bit of sauce here. Just a little bit of sauce, and we're going to spread it over our pasta. Spreading it over the pasta. Yes, like so. And make sure, guys, if you have not preheat your oven to 375, so they'll be already hot and ready for us when we do the baking part. Okay, I probably should have said that at the beginning. Next, I'm going in and I'm spreading some of this cheese now. No certain order. We're just going to put some of that cheddar. We're going to put some of that mozzarella. We're going to spread a little cheese out. And like I said, we're working in layers, and I really don't have too many layers because this dish is kind of small. Okay, so now that we have some more cheese, we're going to assemble and do the same thing all over again. The same thing with the sauce, same thing with the meat, same thing with the pasta. We're just going to keep this going until this dish is about full. We don't want it to to spill over. So when it gets to about the top, then you'll know that's enough layering to do. And I would advise you that if you have any leftover pasta that you have boiled, go ahead and hold on to that, and you can make a lasagna soup with that, or you can use that for later in another dish. Don't hold on to it too long though, but I'm just saying in order that you may not, or waste your lasagna, I'm saying. Okay, so as you see, I'm just going to go ahead on and continue to do this layer. And I'm going to continue this layer again until the very top. Going in with my sauce. And there's no special order, but this is just the way that I did it. Feel free to mix it up and fix it how you wish. Here's that meat. Here's that sauce. Yes. Come on with some more of that pasta. Woo. Y'all, I just love it. I love it. I really do. I really am enjoying this. Oh, and the way it smells is just, that's what's getting me already. Yes. So we're going to continue to layer here. I'm going to put some more of that pasta. And we're just going to go straight across. It's no certain order. And yes, I do like for my little pasta to kind of like, overflow. And here it is. We did all of that all the way to the top. Okay? And then now that we're to the top of this, I'm going to go in and I'm going to put some oregano on top of this. As well as I'm going to put some parsley. Just to make it cute or whatever. But you know that oregano is a great flavor when you're working with Italian dishes. And then the parsley is just to make it cute. Just to make it cute. Why not make it cute? We already here. It's already going to taste good. So it may as well look good too. And again, we want to make sure that our oven, guys, is on 375. And we're going to cook that or bake that, rather, for 30 minutes until it thickens. So we're going to go ahead and put this in. And we're going to bake it for 30 minutes or until it thickens or and the cheese melt. Depends on your oven. So while that's baking, I'm going to go ahead and fix some asparagus in the oven as well. It's already fixed. I'm just going to heat it up. I was going to do it in the skillet, but I changed my mind. I'm just going to put it on a tray with some bread. So at the same time that I'm doing some little garlic bread, I'm going to go ahead and throw this frozen asparagus on there. And I'm going to just put some olive oil, some onion powder, some garlic powder. Kind of give it a little season, a little razzle-dazzle or something. And we'll have that a full plate. So that we just don't have, just the lasagna on the plate. Okay? And that's all I'm going to do with that. Put a little Creole seasoning. I got to have a Creole. And that's it, guys. That is it. Now it's out the oven. This is how it's looking. This is how it's looking. Yes, for the gods. So now that you're through baking your lasagna and you have your asparagus and you have your bread, that's your plate. Like I said, I hope you like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. I hope you enjoyed this video and it was helpful. And until the next video, guys, bye.